What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to my secret headquarters where it is messy and the magic happens, and this is where everything gets finalized, I guess, for lack of better words. I would like to extend the warmest welcome to a week of Spamathon where we have lots of sales this week. I have so much to show you all, and I'm super excited to finally get to kick it off. I have been a busy little bee with my blog sale. Yes, that has happened. I know I've gotten a couple emails where some people said that they didn't realize it had already happened. It's currently going on. There's still a ton to check out. Link is in my description box if you want to get in there and see that. Just as a sidebar, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically I cannot possibly keep everything that is sent to me. Ironically enough, I still kept 2 pallets worth of polish from this year. I'm still a collector, so it's kind of hard to let go of some stuff. But the reality of the situation is that there's no way in my little apartment that I can keep all of it. So I do DESTASH them. That is going on right now too. I've been cranking out some PR. I know I've been a little quiet on the channel lately because I haven't really been producing videos in the last couple of days, and that's just because I'm about to spam the hell out of all of you. I've got a ton. So I figured it's late right now, and I don't really have any daylight from the window because daylight saving sucks. So we're just doing what we got to do. And it's chaos, and I'm so excited to finally get to a point where I can just start cranking out content for you all. We've got PPU coming up this weekend. I'm waiting on, I think, the Sugar Bubbles plate. We've got at least a dozen brands. If you've been following the brands that I usually swatch for, you've probably seen my photos, and you're like, we haven't gotten the video yet. Well, hello, I'm here. I'm super excited to be kicking this off with none other than Monarch Lacquer. Monarch's Black Friday sale is going to start Tuesday. So at the time I'm recording this, it's a couple of days before that. I'm going to try to keep things in order for what's releasing. And so we're going to start with Monarch. Then I think Beau Rev is Tuesday, so I'll have that video out next. I might do these back to back. We'll see. And we have a lot that's releasing Thursday and Friday for this upcoming week. So I am just excited. I'm so excited. Monarch is bringing a damn doozy for us to kick this Spamathon off, for a lack of better words. We have the holiday movie magic. I'm double checking myself. I got my names right here. At this rate, I have so much information and swatches just popping in my head right now that I'm just like, okay, I gotta double check myself. We have the holiday movie magic collection. This is a 5-piece set that goes along with Monarch Lacquer's polish pickup polish. So if you want the full set, grab Adrian's polish and polish pickup, and then grab this set on Black Friday. So we've got those. And then we also have a super special set that is also releasing as a set alone. So we have our super cheesy Hallmark corny movie set, which I'm a huge, that's a guilty pleasure for me. I do love me a corny, predictable romance, because sometimes in life when things are just tough, sometimes you want something a little predictable with a happy ending. So I definitely appreciate that. We've got that. And then we've also got this Rainbow Magnetics set. This is a set of 6 magnetic polishes in a Roy G. Biv format. And these are only going to be sold as a set. So I'm going to have all the pricing and information and sell information during the recap of the video. So I'm going to quit yammering. I'm just, we have 10,000 balls juggling in the air. Without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is Wrapped Up in You. This is a lovely, almost metallic type of purple with a shifty shimmer going on with it. This is the only one in the holiday movie magic set that does not have flakes in it. This is a really interesting type of shimmer. In my opinion, I'm seeing 2 different types, and you can kind of get an idea of that in the video here. For opacity, I'm going to suggest 2 coats. This is rich and lush. If you go in normally, I think you're going to be good at 2 coats. It will dry down quite flat, so use a good plumping glossy top coat. I felt like even for my wide load nails, 2 was just fine. Holiday Spark is an emerald green jelly flaky full of chameleon flake and foil flake. This is another just, I don't know, this whole collection was chef's kiss. Monarch is like killing it lately with her releases, with her PPU polishes, things like that. And I'm not even a big fan of flakes, so that's saying something. Holiday Spark starts off almost as a sheer, and I thought for a second there that, okay, this is going to be really light overall, which is interesting because Monarch doesn't really make light type of finishes, which I'm always here for. But by the second and third coat, I was like, damn, like this packed a punch in opacity. I'm going to suggest between 2 to 3 coats. Now you can see 3 coats is just magnificent. It's beautiful. It definitely reminds me of, you know, some of that foily type of wrapping paper, but you can of course stop at 2 coats too if you wanted that less dense appearance and you're still going to have full coverage. I did use a glitter smoother to smooth this out. Tinseltown Romance is a black and gold foil flaky that builds to opacity. It does state in our PR information that this is too dense to use as a topper, which of course I took it as challenge accepted, Adrian. I will totally show that we can topper it. So we'll see that at the end of the video here. Tinseltown Romance is my favorite in this whole video. I love it to pieces. And again, I'm not a flaky lover and I really appreciated this. You can wear it at 1 coat over a cream. You can do 2 coats, or if you want to be like me, be super extra and have this beautiful, again, it just reminds me of wrapping paper on your nails. Go to 3 thin coats. I also use a glitter smoother with this one. It's got that beautiful reflective gold finish to it, a true gold in my opinion, that is so very flattering, especially if you're medium to deep skin toned. This is just wonderful. Sugar Cookie Crush is a white polish with gold flakes. I love a good white crelly with some type of colorful component. And if I had to say put a second place outside of say a rainbow flake finish, gold flake in a white base is so pretty too. I do agree with that official description. This is a standard white type of base. I don't see it leaning any which way. It's a very neutral type of white, as opposed to say a true stark white, if that makes sense. I'm going to suggest between 2 to 3 coats. This is a crelly, a true crelly formula. It's almost milky if you stop at 2 coats, but if you want that more true cream-like appearance, I would suggest 3 light coats. This is quite plumping, so again, go to light coats if you do 3 coats like me. Falling for Frost is our doorbuster. This is a matte topper with silver flake. For the first hour of the launch, this is $5. Grab it. Falling for Frost is a matte topper. So you're going to want to use this in lieu of your top coat of choice. Personally, I would suggest for longevity, if you are wanting to have your mani last for several days, I would suggest using your normal top coat, even if it's glossy, and then finish with this. Let it dry down. I accelerated the drying time with putting it in front of my fan. I have a little air filter next to my swatching desk. Anyways, put it over any cream. It is so pretty. And of course, as a bonus, I did also include the glossified version of my full hand shot there too. So either way, it is very pretty and dense. And then here we have the Rainbow Magnetic Collection. This is only going to be sold as a set of 6 for $60. Starting off with Ruby Rush, I do want to just make a blanket statement that our official PR information here says that these are all an official description, mind you. These are all a jelly base with a corresponding magnetic pull. So matchy-match magnetic pigment and a matchy-match type base. Ruby Rush is what I would describe as being a almost brickish type of deep red. It's a touch warm, and when you magnetize it, it's got a cooler type of backdrop. It has a ton of movement with it, and at angles, you'll see this almost orangey type of glow. You can see it on my macro shot there. I'm going to suggest 2 coats, magnetized either way, and a glossy top coat. Solar Flare is the same thing. Again, we have matchy-match base and magnetic pigment. So I will stop saying that so we're not repeating myself on the next 4. So I would say that Solar Flare, in my own words, is like an orangey type of base, and it's got this beautiful gold at angles when you see the magnetized version of it at the most extreme angles. So I chose to take Solar Flare up to 3 coats When you do magnetic polishes, I've said it 1,000 times, I'll say it again, make sure you have plenty of pigment on your nails. That way you get a more stark type of contrast when you magnetize it. Now, whether you choose to magnetize each of your layers, or if you use the magnetic top coat like what I do, I think either way, add maybe 10 extra seconds. So 20 to 30 seconds either per layer or with the magnetic top coat, and it'll move the pigment easily that way. I just found that on each of the polishes here, the magnetic pigments themselves do have a heavier type of feel in how they are responding to the magnet. That said, I don't think it was, say, difficult to use or anything like that, but you want to give that little extra bit of time. Golden Glimmer is my favorite out of the magnetics. It is a beautiful, it's like gold foil on your nails. It's that type of gold color, very pretty. And when it's unmagnetized, it is so chromy good. I think medium to deep skin tones, this will look fantastic on you too. And if you're like me and you're picky on golds, this is it. This is so pretty unmagnetized. Magnetized, you can see here, it is also magical too. I loved this one so much. I honestly think all of the polishes in the Rainbow Magnetic set, they all look actually really cool unmagnetized too, especially if you like that more chromy type of finish. They're almost like what I would say is a duochrome unmagnetized. So there is a touch of versatility going on with these. Verdant Veil, if you're curious to how it compares to the, say, quote unquote, the next green, because when I was making my collage, I saw the bottles side by side for Aurora Gleam and Verdant Veil, which is this one and the next one. They're quite different. I would say Verdant Veil is more of the true lime type of green in the set, and Aurora Gleam is kind of like that in-between, almost teal type of color. So just throwing that out there. Verdant Veil is a gorgeous chrome green too, PS, when you don't wear it magnetized. Of course, magnetized, we are seeing quite a bit of magic there, lots of contrast, lots of movement, and lots of glow. And then speaking of Aurora Gleam, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's a little bit green when you see the bottle shots of them respectively, but Aurora is more, I would say, more teal-ish type of, but it's a darker type of green in the most basic sense that I can explain it. This also has that nice chrome look too. So I don't know, I'm repeating myself here on these last couple. They are all very nice. And man, when I was putting that collage together to send my my photos over to Monarch, it was just so satisfying to see that nice Roy G. Biv of the magnetic set. And then last one here on the tail end of the rainbow, we've got the blue violet Vortex. This one to me is a touch more multi-chrome than say the others. I would classify the others as being almost chrome-like to kind of tiptoeing into duochrome, meaning there's like a primary and a secondary shift to them. Blue violet has flirting, like it's towing in there with being a multi-chrome. So you're going to see this nice bluish type shift. It's got an easy purple shift. And at the most extreme angles, there is this, it's at that reddish type of cast that you'll see, but that's at, again, most extreme angles. The backdrop also takes a more dramatic difference than say the others, and that multi-chrome effect has that warm type of glow. It is being very shy on my macro shot. So please note, just refer to my photos for kind of like the general multi-chrome effect that you're going to see. And we're going to wrap this up with the Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Okay, so we've got a lot going on with the Holiday Movie Magic collection. I think these all work. They work beautifully. Holiday Spark does have that strong green tint to the base though. And here we go. Tinseltown Romance is a topper. I'm going to fight that so much on that official description. Just make sure to dry brush it if you want it less dense. Sugar Cookie Crush works. I think you can kind of get away with this maybe, but it is what I would describe as being more of a milky type of topper. And of course, Falling for Frost looks stunning over black. All of the Rainbow Magnetics also work over black too, but I don't think you're doing them justice. I just feel like magnetics and special effects like that, I don't know. I just feel like they don't topper very well. At least I feel like you can't see as much movement on a, say, black base, or even any base for that matter. I'm just going to keep yammering here for these last few minutes while we check out the last couple of magnetics because I don't want to repeat myself. It's so cringeworthy whenever I'm editing and I'm like, girl, you're saying the same thing over and over and over again. So yes, these technically work, but your preference on that. So Monarch's launch and sale is going to start November, which is Tuesday, November 26th at 2 p.m. Central Time. As I previously stated during the swatching portion, if you're wanting to get that matte flaky topper falling for frost, the first hour of this launch, it's like what Adrian calls a power hour to kick off the launch. That polish is going to be $5. So it's like a doorbuster. You can grab that. And then the entire shop is going to be 25% off. So that is going to run until December 2nd, which is Cyber Monday. So starting Tuesday all the way through that Monday. And there's also going to be flash sales throughout the Black Friday week for text subscribers. So go on the website and become a text subscriber so you can get access to these little sneak peek fun flash sales. And there's also going to be free shipping over $75. I'm going to go out on a whim and say that might just be for domestic. So international friends, if I get any clarification or information on that, by the time I get this video out, it'll be around my head, and or I will do a pinned comment too if I can do that. But I'm rushing through trying to get face recordings done for this week. So I will have all this information broken down in the description box below. I will link you to Monarch Lacquer's website if you want to get in there, get those text subscriptions going on. And I'm also going to get clarification too. If my affiliate code with Monarch Lacquer will work, you can use the code PolishedMage10 for 10% off your order. I don't know if that's going to stack with the 25% off. I'm not sure. If you've already used up your newsletter for the first 10% off, you can always use my affiliate code and get 10% off your order that way too. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.